Doodle 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 bum 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 bum. Doodle 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 doodle. All right, well, see if we can get this live stream up and running tonight. Thanks to Retro Sports Network for having an interesting hockey game tonight. So thanks for him. So all right, just checking out the comments going on there. All right, so here we are, game number 4, Reverse the Curse 2004 ALCS Championship Series, New York at Boston. Game number 4, of course, as you know, game number 4 is the most important game of any 7-game series. So in our replay, Yankees lead 2-1. Obviously, you can put a stranglehold on this if they can win today and go up 3-1. Obviously, in real life, they went up 3-0, which really put the stranglehold on the series, which they should have won, and hence the replay. Anywho's, here we go. Red, white, black. Red, white, black is how you read the dice. Lineups go as follows. Derek Jeter at shortstop, Alex Rodriguez at third, Gary Sheffield in right, Hideki Matsui in left, Bernie Williams is in center, Jorge Posada is the catcher, Ruben Sierra at DH, Tony Clark over in first base today, a little bit of change there, and Miguel Cairo at second base. Pitching today for the Yankees, it would probably be better if I switch these so we have the proper lineup here. It's going to be Orlando Hernandez. Orlando Hernandez pitching today for the Yankees. Boston lineup as follows. Johnny Damon in center field. Orlando Cabrera at short. Manny Ramirez in left. David Ortiz is the DH. Jason Varitek catching. Trot Nixon in right. Kevin Millar at first. Bill Mueller at third. Mark Bellhorn at second. Pitching for Boston is going to be, let me just double check and make sure I have all the right stuff here. Yep, it's going to be Derek Lowe pitching for Boston here. Game number 4 coming up. All right, so Derek Lowe is a right-hander. Derek Jeter is a right-hander. So we got a righty-righty matchup to start things off here at Fenway Park. And game number 4 is underway. That is an 8-6-2 versus a righty 8-62, and that's going to be Liner into center field. So Derek Jeter starts the game off with a hit for the Yanks. He's a 2 to get the lead, 5 to get the jump. Not great. Derek Lowe is an F at holding runners and actually gives him a +4. That is interesting. So an F hold versus a 2 lead. That's a good jump on a 2 to 61. Then he's got a 5 to steal. +4 is a 9. 9 is not bad. So you know what? Derek Jeter is going to try and get the jump here. Derek Jeter trying to get things going for the Yankees early in this one. 44, so he does get the jump. So he is going to attempt the steal. Okay. So his 5 to steal plus the 4 off of Derek Lowe takes him up to a 9. So So basically 68% chance of there's some error chances in there, but basically about a 70% chance. He rolls an 80 though. That is going to be 69 to 87 is stolen base plus error catcher question mark. Stolen base plus error catcher question mark. Roll 2 dice. If the number is greater than the catcher error rating, runner steals base, and all runners advance an extra base on a wild throw. If the number is less than the catcher's error rating, the runner steals the base. Okay, so error check here basically on the catcher, which is going to be Jason Varitek. He has actually got 100 for an error check. So we don't need to roll. I mean, we could roll, but basically if it's 100 or less, he's not going to throw it out. But it's still a stolen base for Derek Jeter and steals second. So Derek Jeter finally coming alive for the Yankees. Hasn't done much in this series so far, but that brings up Alex Rodriguez. Rodriguez batting 250 in the series. Oops, 250 on this series. That is a 100 exactly. So that is going to be an error check. Always an error check. 100. Doesn't matter which player it is. So we got to get the old error out. So first dice tells us which position. This is on the pitcher. So Derek Lowe, his error rating is a 75. On the pitcher, 75. And let's see what happens there. 63 on, what did I say his error rating was? His error rating is a 75, right? And then we rolled a 63. So that is going to be ground out. Double play question mark. Let me just make sure. Does the runner move up on the play? 2 outs? No. First empty, yes. Hit and run. Infield in. It's a ground out question mark. Okay, ground out question mark says if no runner on first, it's an infield single. Runner on first. Blah, blah, blah. So all other situations, roll a dice and see if the double play rating on the batter's base running rating. Yep, so it looks like Jeter is going to move up on the ground out. So it is a ground out. G1. But Jeter is going to advance to third on the play because it doesn't say not to advance the runners. So runner at third now with 1 out. So Rodriguez kind of does his job there for the Yankees. Gary Sheffield is up, batting 250. That is a 0.54. We're going to call that a 54 because it was leaning that way. 0.54. So 54, again, another error play. So defense at the premium here in the top of the first. This is going to be on the left fielder. Left fielder is, who is the left fielder? It's Manny Ramirez. Of course it is. Manny. Error. Oh, he's a 45. That is not good. Error on the left fielder is a 45. And we rolled an 18, which might be good, though. 18 to 20. Scorching liner is misjudged and deflects off glove. 1 base error. So that's going to score the run as Manny Ramirez cannot make the play out there. Oh, wait a minute. That's a error, actually. Not a hit. It's not a single. It's an error. Yes. 1 base error. Right. Yeah. Okay. So reaches first on the air. Jeter will score. So error on Manny. It's 1-0 Yankees. And we go to error. That is going to be left field. There we go. So runner at first is Sheffield. What's Sheffield's? He's a 2 to get the jump, but only a 1 to steal, so not great. So he'll probably just hang out there and wait on Hideki Matsui to do something. That is a 0-1-9. So a 19 is going to be a right-hander. 18 to 40 is going to be a pop out to first. So pop out to first. No advancement, obviously. And that brings up Bernie Williams. So we have 2 outs now. Bernie Williams batting 400 in the series. Oh my gosh, lots of low numbers so far. 84, that's another error check. So error check is going to be on right fielder. That is right fielder Trot Nixon. So Trot Nixon, and his error rating is going to be a 75. Much better. So 75 on the outfielder. Ooh, but a 98, that is not good. Short fly dropped for an error. Ignore if it's hit to center field. It's not. It's hit to right field. Return to normal play sequence. Short fly out. Runners hold. Oh, no, wait. I'm sorry. You got to read the right line. 75. 10 to 99. Short fly out. Runners hold. Okay, so it's just a fly out to right. And that will do it. So the Yankees only pick up 1 run. But an all-important 1-0 lead for the Yankees here in the fourth game of the series. And Orlando Hernandez comes out. He's a right-hander. Johnny Damon is a lefty. That is a 276. Right-hander, 276. He's going to walk. So lead-off walk. Now let's look at Orlando Hernandez. He is a C+ average to steal against, and he's a 0. Johnny Damon's actually a 4 to get the lead. 4 and a C+. That might be. Let's take a look. C+ and a 4 gives him a 4 to 52. He gets the jump. And then, if he does get the jump, he is a 5 plus 0. A 5 on stealing second. 0 to 69. 70 or higher. So, basically a 30. Yeah, he might try to get the jump as well. So, first thing needs the jump. C+ versus his 4. Is a 59. I don't think that's going to do it. 40, C+ and a 4, 53 to 85 is a bad jump. Cannot go. Okay, so Johnny Damon must wait. Orlando Cabrera comes up. Can't get the jump on Hernandez. 240 right-hander. 240. And that one is 240 is going to be a liner into right field. Liner into right. Johnny Damon, what is his base speed? He's a 9. He's going to try and go to third on the play. He's going to try to go to third on the single. Let's see. So it went to... right, it was a liner into right field. Okay, so right fielder gives him +2, so it takes him from a 9 to 11. And the right fielder's arm out there is, who's the right fielder? It is Gary Sheffield. Gary Sheffield, what is your arm rating? -2, so 9 plus 2 minus 2, so it just takes him to a 9. So 9, trying to go to third on the single. 9 to 75, slides in safe. Other runners advance 1 base. So it's going to be a single, going to third, and then moving up on the play will be Cabrera. Damon will stay at third. Cabrera will move to second on the throw. So maybe they shouldn't have risked that. So that puts 2 men on scoring position for Manny Ramirez. Defense is going to play corners in. Corners in. Manny Ramirez. That is a 527. That is going to be Abe's, no, 27. 527 is going to be an umpire check. Umpire check. .54 on the umpire check says runners on. Yes, go to control chart. Bases empty, then you go there. So go to the control chart. So we're going to go down the control chart here. So wild pitch and pass ball ratings. Wild pitch rating for wild pitch is a C. Wild pitch is a C, and a pass ball for Jorge Posada actually is pass ball is a B. So a C for a wild pitch and a B for a pass ball. All right, so 0 to 59, it's a wild pitch. 60 to 75, it's a pass ball, and 76 or higher will be blocked in the dirt. That's 22. That is a wild pitch given up by Orlando Hernandez, and that is not what you want to see if you're a Yankees fan. Wild pitch. Wild. Oh, wait, I got wild pitch in here. Wild pitch. Damon's going to come in to score. Cabrera moves to third. Defense is going to play in. Oh, it's still Manny Ramirez's turn. Right, so still nobody out and a run in and a runner at third. So Manny Ramirez, we got a tie ball game already. As an 8-7-6 righty. 8-7-6. Strikes out Manny Ramirez. So big strikeout there for the first out. Defense still playing in. David Ortiz is up, the DH. He's batting .300, and all of his hits have been singles so far. 0-0-0-0-3. So that's about as little as you can get, and that is going to be a versus a right-hander. It's going to be line out to second. So line out to second. Yeah, I don't think there's any adjustment on that. It's just a line out to second, even though they're playing in. Okay, so 2 outs. Defense back to their normal positions for Jason Varitek. Runner still at third. He's a 984 versus a lefty. 984 is a ground ball, or it's a ground ball hit to first. And taking it to the bag himself will be none other than the first baseman, Tony Clark. So runners is second and third with nobody out, and Boston only able to get 1 run in, and that run comes in on the wild pitch. So if it wasn't for the wild pitch, they wouldn't have scored anything. So the Yankees got to feel good about that, and we got us a tie ball game going into the top of the second inning. Jorge Posada, the catcher's up. 927 versus he's going to be a lefty. 927. He's going to walk him. So leadoff walk for Posada. That brings up Ruben Sierra. Sierra 1 hit for a bat so far in the world. I keep saying World Series, but it's the ALCS. Ruben Sierra. That is a 191 versus a righty. 191. And here comes the 2-2 pitch by Derek Lowe. And it's a curveball, and Sierra gets that off the end of the bat. Opposite field. It's hit well, though. Heading back out in left field and looking up and gone. Ruben Sierra gets a home run for the Yankees, and they go up 3-1. So Ruben Sierra, 2-run home run for the Yankees. It's a 3-1 ball game. We got nobody out here in the second inning, and these pitchers might not even make it to the third inning if this keeps going. Tony Clark is up. It's his first at bat, first start in the ALCS. It's a 469 righty, 469, and 469 is a strikeout. So big strikeout there of Tony Clark, and that brings up Cairo, Miguel Cairo, the second baseman. That's a 227 righty, 227. 227 is a back-to-back strikeout. Swing and a miss. So that goes through the Yankees order, and we go back to the top of it, which is Derek Jeter 1-for-1 with a single, a stolen base, and ended up scoring in the first. 2 outs now for the Yankees. That is an 830 versus a righty, 8-3-0, and that is back-to-back hits by Derek Jeter as he lines that back into center field for a single. Lines that one into center field for a single. And he's going to try and get the jump again. No, he's going to let, you know what? He's going to let Alex Rodriguez pull his own weight around here. Alex Rodriguez, only batting 231, so he's due. He is due for something good. That is a 380 right-hander, 380. And that is going to be lined back into right field. And Derek Jeter is going to try for third on the single. He's a base running of 9. Went to right field, so that is a +2. Takes him up to 11. And the Boston's just going to concede that and not let Rodriguez get past first. So they learned from what happened in the bottom of the first inning there, with the runner moving first to third, and then the batter getting that extra base on the throw. So they're gonna. It's a pretty good chance he's gonna make it anyways. So runners at the corners now for Gary Sheffield, 231 average. Gary Sheffield, and that is a 352 right-hander, 352. And, oh, just missed it. That is a hard ground ball. Diving stout out there at short. And that is going to do it. Side retired, but not before the Yankees pick up 2 runs. And they lead this game 3-1 now. Trot Nixon, the right fielder, batting 375, is up against Orlando Hernandez, the right-hander. That's a 395, 395, and it's a hard ground ball hit to second, and that will be an out. 1 out. Why don't I have my, I'm trying to think why I don't have my, oh, because it's here, right. All right, so I need to double check my lineups here, just to, so we got Jeter, Rodriguez, Sheffield, Matsui, Williams, Posada, Ruben Sierra is here today. Ruben Sierra. Then Tony Clark. And then Miguel Cairo. C-A-I-R-O. Okay, and then for Boston, Damon, then Orlando Cabrera. He's going to move. Let's just draw a line. He's up in the second spot. Then Manny, then David, then Veritek, who moves up. Okay, but they're all in the same positions. That's why I'm just checking here. The Nixon, Millar, Mueller, and then Mark Bellhorn. So it looks like they have the same players. Okay, so I'm just trying to reference the players at the positions. So there we go. All right, so the only changes really is Ruben Sierra is the DH, and Tony Clark is at first, I believe is the change. All right. Now I got a better grip on who's in what position as I got my little cheat sheet. There we go. So Kevin Millar is up. Batting 143 for Boston here in this ALCS. 700 exactly. 700 versus a right-hander 70. 7-0-0 and 3-2 pitch outside corner. Steenreich 3 and Kevin Millar down on strikes, and that brings up Bill Mueller. 375, 3 hits, 8 at bats. He's got a double, 1 strikeout so far in this ALCS. 890. He is going to be a lefty. 890. 890 is a walk. So a 2-out walk is dangerous, and that brings up Mark Bellhorn, the second baseman. Again, 2 stolen bases in the regular season, caught twice. Not much of a threat to steal here, especially with 2 outs. Mark Bellhorn, and that is an 684. He's going to be lefty as well. 684. 684 is exactly what he needed. 668 to 684 is a hard ground ball. Makes it through into right. Let's see. He is a lefty, so it's going to be into right field. And Mueller, what's his base running? He's a 5. Went to right field, so it would take him up to a 7. And if there's 2 outs, which there is, it takes him up to an 8 actually. So he's gonna try for third on the ground ball into right field, or the single into right field. Are the Yankees gonna throw and risk throwing him out? He's gonna have a total of 8. Again, it is 5 for the runner, which is Bill Mueller. +2 because it went to right field, then he's going first to third. +1 because there's 2 outs. Oh, and we need the arm of the right fielder as well, which happens to be Gary Sheffield. Oh, he's a -2. So it takes him from a 5, 6, 7, 8 back down to a 6. So basically 67 or higher, they'll gun him down. So you know what? The Yankees are the Red Sox are going to hold the runner at second. Now with the -2, so Gary Sheffield's arm threatens them, and so they decide not to put not to test Gary Sheffield's arm, and it's going to hold the runner up at second. So first and second now with 2 outs. That brings up Johnny Damon, batting 300. He's got 3 hits, 2 RBIs, 2 doubles, and a walk so far in this ALCS. That's a 506. That is going to be a bizarro play with runners at first and second. And oh boy, let's see what happens on the bizarro play. And it's a 630. So a lot of times these don't actually come into play because some of them are injuries. 630 though, we will look. 630, batter strikes out swinging, and ball gets past the catcher. Catcher tries to throw out runner at first. Roll 2 dice. If it's greater than the catcher's error rating, throw is wild and into right fielder. Batter safe at first on the pass ball and may try for second by going to a base running chart. If it's less than the catcher's error rating, he nips the thrower at first. So basically an error check on the catcher. That is Posada again. That's twice we've checked him, and his error rating is a 60. So a 60, let's just make sure. If it's less than the catcher's rating, he nips it. So 60% chance gets the runner out at first to end the inning. Otherwise, chance he's going to throw it into right field. And 37. So it is going to be, let's see, is that considered a strikeout then? If the catcher third and base is noted, runner holds first and second. It's a one base advance, first and third runner on first. Note, if runners advance, catcher is charged with the pass ball. Strikeout if first base is occupied and there's less than 2 outs. Okay, so we'll give him a strikeout because I guess it was a strikeout. All in all, right? Because batter strikes out swinging and a ball gets by the catcher. Yep, so that's going to be a strikeout to end the inning. And Damon runs down the first base line. Jorge Posada behind the bag finds the ball, throws it down to first. Making the catch at first base is Sierra just in time before Johnny Damon gets there. And the side is retired. Another wacky, crazy play here between the Yankees and the Red Sox. We go to the top of the third, 3-1 Yankees. Due up is Hideki Matsui. Popped up to first his first time up. And he's a 385 right-hander. 385. And this is going to be a hard ground ball to second. Making the play this time is going to be Bellhorn. And gets Matsui at first. And brings up Bernie Williams. Bernie Williams flew out to right field his first time up. As an 982. 982. He's going to be a lefty, 982. And it's going to be a hard ground ball to first. For 2 quick outs there by Derek Lowe. And that brings up Posada. Walked his first time up. Just lead off the second inning. Ended up scoring on the 2-run home run by Ruben Sierra. That is an 847. He is going to be a lefty. 847. And that is going to be a liner into center field. Liner into center field for a single. And A1 is single. Yes, okay. So Posada, a walk and a single now. And that brings up Ruben Sierra again. 2 outs. First time up in the second inning. 2-run home run by Ruben Sierra. Let's see what he does this time. That is an 859. 859. He is going to be a lefty. 859. And that's a high fly ball. It's hit well out to right field. Back on the warning track. Troc Nixon waits and makes the catch. Way out there in right field, but does make the catch. And that is going to retire the side. So Ruben Sierra gave it another ride. The wind just didn't help that time. Orlando Cabrera up, and he singled and moved to second on the throw, and then moved up to third on the wild pitch, all in the first inning. That is a 0-1-7, so 17, and he is going against a right-hander, so that is going to be line out to third. Line out. Oops, that's first base. Let's change it over to third, just so I'm 100% accurate. All right, it's okay. Thank you. So Cabrera out. And that brings up Manny. Struck out in the first inning. That's a 4-15. Right-hander, 4-15. And it's a hard ground ball to second. And making the play at second base is going to be Cairo for the second out. And that brings up the DH, David Ortiz. 3 hits, 11 at-bats for David. All singles so far in the ALCS. That's a 6-1-6. 6-1-6 lefty. 6-1-6. That's a hard ground ball. It's hit to Cairo at second. And Cairo spins and throws in time. So Cairo busy there in the bottom of the third, but he's solid and up to the task. We go to the fourth. Still 3-1 Yankees. Tony Clark struck out in the second inning. 0-0-9. That is going to be a right-hander. That is going to be a line out to second. For the first out, Miguel Cairo, speaking of the second baseman, he struck out in the second inning. 374, right-hander, 374. And that is going to be a liner into left field, and it's going to fall in for a single for Cairo. Now Cairo is a 2 to get the lead. 5, 2, and 5. With 1 out, does he want to try getting scoring position for Mr. Yankee himself, Derek Jeter? And he might, if I can find the right page. There it is. All right, I'm going to slide this back there. So he'll try and get the jump again. 2 versus an F. 77 though. Usually low's better. 2 versus an F. And 62 to 91 is a poor lead. Runner cannot get the jump. Okay. All right. So Cairo will have to wait and see if he gets the jump later. It all depends on what Yankee man Derek Jeter does. So we got 1 on, 1 out here in the top of the 4th. 3-1 is your score. And that is a 687. 687. He is a right-hander. 687. And that is a hard ground ball to short. And picking that one up is going to be your shortstop. Cabrera flips it underhand to Bellhorn. Bellhorn throws it towards Millard. First the stretch. And here's the call. Ow! That is going to be your typical 6 to 4 to 3 ground ball double play for the Yankee or against the Yankees, and that's going to retire the side. So not being able to get the jump kind of cost the Yankees that time. And Hernandez against Jason Varitek grounded to first his first time up. That is a 608. He is going to be a lefty, 608. And that is a hard ground ball to second. Making the play on there is Cairo again. I think that's 3 in a row for Cairo at second. Trot Nixon's up. He grounded to second in the second inning. A lot of 2s coming up all of a sudden. Trot Nixon, he is going to be a 590. And he's a left-hander. 590 is going to be an outfield range check. Outfield and range check. See if yes, I have that sheet. Good. Outfield and range check. I can just keep this sheet up over here. There we go. All right, so we only need 2 dice now. So we look at Trot Nixon. He's a left puller, so we got to find out what kind of hit he did. It is a 54, and he is a left pull. 54 and a left pull is a shot in the gap right field. A shot in the gap right field. So your right fielder is going to be Sheffield. Gary Sheffield has got a range of 70. I'm sorry, yes. No, it's going to be the ABC. Gary Sheffield is a B. So on grass, a shot in, what was it? Shot in the gap right field. There we go. All right. And he is a B. Shot in the gap B says 50 right in the middle. Shot in the gap B, 0 to 60, diving catch. Third can try to go home, but there is nobody on, so it doesn't matter. And so a diving stop out there in, where did we say it was? Right field, right. Fly ball to right. So good diving. I got to click back over here. Fly ball to right. Good diving stop out there by Sheffield. And that's 2-way now for Kevin Millar. That is 6 in a row, no, 7 in a row retired by Orlando Hernandez here. And 5-1-2. And 5-1-2 is going to be another Bizarro play. So we just switched off the Bizarro tablet, and now we got to switch back over to it. We got nobody on. Bizarro play. And it is a 260, so 260. Routine grounder to third. Check team morale on offense. Excellent team chemistry, fair team chemistry, or bad team chemistry. How do you even know what the team chemistry is. Doesn't really matter because doesn't matter if it's excellent, fair, or bad because it's better. Oh no, wait. I don't know about this team chemistry thing. I've never come across that before in all my Dynasty League plays. So, team chemistry. And I don't see anything in the chart, so we're going to just ignore it and give it another roll. That's what we do. All right. So, 2 outs for Kevin Waller. That time, it's a 6.86 right-hander. 6.86. 6.86 is a 0-2 pitch, swing and miss. Another strikeout. That is number 1, 2, 3, 4 on the day for Orlando Hernandez for the Yankees. We go to the 5th. 3-1 Yankees. Derek Lowe versus Alex Rodriguez. Rodriguez 1 for 2, singled in the second, trying to power the Yankees to another victory here. 325 right-hander, 325, 325, and the 1-2 is the pitch. Here comes the throw, and on the outside corner, Rodriguez knows it. He just puts his bat on his shoulder and heads back to the dugout. No questioning the umpire on that one. Sheffield 0 for 1, reached on an error in the first inning. Only error of the game on the left fielder for the Red Sox, Manny Ramirez. Sheffield 363 right-hander, 363, and that's going to be a hard ground ball. That's hit to Bellhorn at second and throws on to first in time, and that's going to do it for the Yankees in the top of the 5th. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Orlando Hernandez. So far, Hernandez only given up 2 hits to Boston hitters. Slide this over a little bit. There we go. So I have a little bit of room. 2 hits so far for Boston here in Game 4. The most important game of any 7-game series, Game 4. Bill Mueller, 2-1-5 against a righty, 2-1-5. He's going to walk him. So leadoff walk. I'm sorry. That is bad on my part. I'm going to undo that because there's actually undo. There's actually only 2 outs. I was jumping the gun there. My bad. It's actually Hideki Matsui versus Derek Lowe. Rodriguez with the strikeout, Sheffield with the ground out to second, but they do deserve three outs in this inning. So only 2 outs so far. So Hideki Matsui, sorry. Oops, and then he hits a foul. Let's try that again. As a 5.77, and that is an infield range play. So we're going to check the Boston defense again. Matsui is a left spray hitter. Left spray. Left spray in a 0-9. Left spray in a 0-9 is a slow roller to short. Slow roller to short, and that is going to be Cabrera. He is a B+. Slow roller on natural grass. And a B+. 0-2. Let's see if that's good or bad. B+ and a slow roller. B+. 0 to 60 is nipped, ? Infield back. Fielder charges and fires just in time to nip the batter. Other runners advance on base. Okay, so got him on the ground out to, it was at 9, so it was short. Yeah, okay. Just wanted to make sure. So that should do it now. All right, so back to what we were doing here. Bill Mueller. And I dropped the white dice. Don't go under my desk. Okay, I blocked it. All right. Halfway home. Bottom of 5 for the Red Sox, Bill Mueller. That is a 596. Lefty, 596, and that is going to be an outfield range check. So same thing this time with the outfield. He's a left spray and a 29 on a left spray. Says drilled down the line, right. No, that's outfield. Sorry, hang on. It was was it an outfield check? I believe it was actually. Yes. So it is drilled down the line, right field. So the right fielder out there. Again, Gary Sheffield is a B, drilled down the line. Oops, sorry guys, didn't mean to hit the camera. Slide it back up into the thing, the holder. I think I knocked it out of alignment there, sorry. Of course I did, why wouldn't I? So he rolled a 0-6, which is probably going to make the play, and drilled down the line, and B+, 0-60 sliding catch. So that's going to be a fly ball to right. Making the good play is Gary Sheffield. He's been asked to make several of them, and he's made all of them so far. Mark Bellhorn singled in the second. That is a 232, 232, and that is going to be a walk. So 2-out walk once again given up by the Yankees pitching. And that brings up Johnny Damon. Last time it was the... last time he was up as a strikeout for Johnny Damon. Johnny Damon a walk and a strikeout so far. So runner at, let's see, what was the runner is Bellhorn. He's a 1 and a 4. 1 to get the jump. 4, not great against a C+ and a 0. It's kind of 50-50. So 1 out for Johnny Damon. As an 820 lefty, 820, and that's going to be line drive, and it's going to fall into center field for a single. Bellhorn run is that a 5 or 6? That is a 6. So he gets no bonus for 2 outs. He gets no bonus because it went to center field. The center fielder for the Yankees is Bernie Williams. He actually gets a +3. Bernie Williams, not very great with the arm. So that would take him up to an 8. No, 6 + 3 is 9. He's going to try to go first to third on the single. Now the Yankees have to decide, are they going to risk throwing it again? Are they going to risk the throw? He's a 9. So basically 0-61, he's in safe, standing. 62-86, he slides in safe. Other runners advance a base. 87, there's a possible drop on the catch. 88-92, there's an possible error in a throw. 93, they can gun him down. 94-96, they can nail him on a close play. 97, they get him in a rundown. 98, there's a collision. 99 is a controversial play. Nope, they're not going to risk it. That's just too high. So it's going to be a single, and we're going to third is going to be Bellhorn, and Johnny Damon delivers for the Red Sox. It's now runners at the corners with 1 out. The Yankees are going to play back, go for the double play. Cabrera is 1 for 2, singled in the first, lined out to third in the third inning. Cabrera's been a very hot hitter in this series so far. You can see he's batting .400. And he rolled a .355 against a running in a .355. And that is a ground out to short. And it's not a hard ground out, it's just a ground out to short, which means I got to look at the chart here. Ground out, we have runners at first and third. Runner on first is forced to second. Runner on third scores. Infield was not in. blah, blah, blah. There's no hit and run. And yeah, so that's, they try for the double play. They just can't turn it. And the Red Sox get a run. All right, so it is going to be a fielder's choice. It was, what was the number? 355. Short. So it's going to go 6-4. And Bellhorn will score. And taking over at first base will be Cabrera, but he does get, is that an RBI? Yes, it is an RBI, according to Bolstead, our Bolt score. So they crawl in a little bit closer. Runner on first, 2 outs now for Manny Ramirez. Manny's 0 for 2. That is a 785 righty, 785. And 0-2 pitch. And that is foul tipped into the mitt for a strike 3 on Manny. So second strikeout, Manny being Manny. It's all good or all bad, whatever you choose, but it's crazy. But the Red Sox pick up 1 in the bottom of the 5th and crawl a little bit closer. It's 3-2 now. 6 hit by the Yankees, 3 by Boston, and the error on Manny himself. Bernie Williams 0 for 2. Bernie 0.79. So 79 right-hander. That's an error check. So we do the error thing. And it's on the third baseman. Third baseman out there is Mueller. He is a 50. So a 50 on the error check. And I should probably have this sheet out somewhere, shouldn't I? Oh my God, where's the error? Of course, it's on the last page I decided to look at. Right, of course it was. You know it was. So a 50 on the third baseman. A 50 on the third baseman, and that is a 0.8. Third base, 50 and a 0.8. 8-19. Sharply hit ball goes through third base. Batter safe at first. It's a 1 base error. Second base goes to home, and first base goes to second, but it's still going to be a 1 base error on the third baseman. So reached on the error. Second error by the Red Sox. This one happens to be on the third baseman as he cannot make the play. It gets under his glove and rolls into Bernie Williams is a 1-1. It rolls into left field there. Posada single and a walk so far for Posada. We are in the top of the 6th. Yankees trying to get that run back that they surrendered in the top of the 5th inning. I'm sorry, bottom of the 5th inning. Posada as a 429 righty, 429, and that is going to be a hard ground ball. It's going to be hit to second base. And turning a 4-6-3 double play. Oh, another one. 4-6-3. Twin killing on a hard ground ball. Runner at first. Double play. Yes, sir. So that's this. That doesn't go anywhere. This is the one that goes. So Posada grounds into the 4-6-3. The second double play turned in by the Red Sox. End of the 4th inning, and now 2 outs in the 6th inning. Ruben Sierra, home run in the 2nd inning. And he's got a 735. And he is going to be a lefty 735. And that one's a ground ball into right field for a single. So a single by Sierra. Keeps the inning alive for the Yankees. He's a 1 to get the lead, 2 to get the steal. And even though Derek Lowe is bad, he's not that bad. Ruben Sierra only had 1 stolen base on all 162 games. Well, he only played 107, but 1 stolen base in 107 games. So he's probably not going to risk it here in the ALCS when they have Tony Clark coming up. Tony Clark hit 16 home runs in the regular season. Let's see if he can do some damage here. Tony Clark is 0 for 2. That is a 189, and the right-hander 189. He's going to walk him. So a 2-out walk and a 2-out single, and that might be it for Lowe. That might be it for Lowe. In fact, let's see who is coming up. Miguel Cairo's coming up. He's a right-hander. Who are they going to be coming in with? They got a righty. They have a lefty. Let's see. So they got Cairo. Then they have a righty, 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 lefty, a switch hitter, a switch hitter, a switch hitter, and a switch hitter. And they have 4 switch hitters in a row. Bernie Williams, Posada, Sierra, and Clark. That's brutal. So the lefty's probably not going to get a lot of activity right now. They might hold on to that lefty. So endurance, he's actually at 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. So he's actually at 26. He's only got endurance at 25. So it's time for him to come out anyways. All right, so they bring in a lefty just to face off against one batter. I don't think so. They're going to bring in the right-hander. They have 5 pitchers available today, so it's going to be Mike Timlin. Short reliever, Mike Timlin. So, new pitcher coming in, Mike Timlin, if you are a Yankees fan. Mike Timlin, T-I-M, there he is, and doesn't bat. So, Mike Timlin in to face off against Miguel Cairo. There is 2 outs. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning. Runner at second is Sierra. Runner at first is Tony Clark. Big opportunity for Miguel Cairo. He is 1 for 2. He's batting .273 in this ALCS. Oh boy, 0.38. So it's the 38. Right-hander, 38, and that is going to be a pop-up to third base. So 40 or less is like an automatic out, line outs and pop-outs. So if you roll 40 or less, it's like an auto out, pop-out to third, and just what the doctor ordered. Great maneuver by the manager to bring in Tomlin there to get that out. And yes, I'm taking full credit for that. You know I will. It went to third base. So that would be number 5. Thank you. And that's going to do it for the Yankees in the top of the 6th. Now, Hernandez can face 30 batters. So he's only faced 18, 19, 20, 21. So he can actually go another inning or 2, depending on if Boston can get some hits. Only got 3 hits so far off of Orlando Hernandez. But, of course, David Ortiz is going to change all that right now. If you're a Red Sox fan, get ready to yell out. Here it comes, David Ortiz. 126. 126, righty. 126. And that is going to be a ground ball back up the middle for another single for David Ortiz. So David, not known as a prolific base stealer. In fact, in 2004, he had no stolen bases and was not caught. So he never left first base. All right, Jason Varitek. 0 for 2 is Varitek. Tying Man is aboard here in the bottom of the 6th. Varitek is a F bunter. So he's also... your rating for bunting and hitting and running is the same rating. It's F. So hit and run's out. Bunting is out. It's all up to him to swing the bat now. He's 0 for 2. And that is, I'm not sure that was in the camera view, but that is a 382 right-hander, 382. And that is a 0-2 pitch. And swing and a miss. So big out there by Orlando Hernandez after he gave up his 4th hit of the ball game. Trot Nixon 0 for 2. Let's see what he can do. He's batting 300 in this ALCS. Has a 593, and he is a lefty, 593. And that's going to be outfield range play. So outfield range. Trot Nixon is a left pull hitter. Where's my range? Damn, there's my range chart. I need more room is what I need. Where are we going to put this one? We'll put this one right here on my desk. All right, so outfield range players, they like to call it in was it History Maker Baseball. We have some outfield drama here. Outfield drama. All right, he is a left pull hitter. 39 left pull 39. That is shot in the gap left field. Shot in the gap left field, that's Matsui. He's only a C+. Shot in the gap left field, 35 C+. Shot in the gap, 0 to 36 is a diving catch. He rolled a 35. So anything higher, I think, was a hit. 37 to 47 was cut off, held to a single, and then 48 to 99 was hit into the corner for a double. So just barely makes the diving stop out there in left field and prevents a double or worse off of Trot Nixon. Hideki Matsui, the Yankees defense has been solid in this game. So 2 outs. Ortiz still taking a nap over there at first base. Kevin Millar 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Kevin Millar at first base, and I'm going to check here what Boston. They brought in, if you recall, the steal was Dave Roberts, the all-important steal of second base to get into scoring position to tie that run for the Red Sox. That all came off of a Kevin Millar single. He was pinch run for by Dave Roberts. And then Pokey Reese came in and played second, and switching over to first base was Doug Mentkevich, whatever. So we're going to leave Millar in. I was thinking about making a pull there, but for simplicity / historical reasons, Millar needs to stay in this game so he can have that moment where if he does get that single in the bottom of the 9th and we need to bring in that pinch hitter or pinch runner, if we don't have Millar in the game, it would be kind of anticlimactic. James. James, what's up? How you doing, my friend? Thanks for coming by. I appreciate it. We're in the bottom of the 6th. David Ortiz is at first, and there is 2 outs for Millar. He's 0 for 2, and as I was just explaining, Kevin Millar got the single in the 9th inning that allowed the pinch runner, Dave Roberts, to come in this all-important elimination game in real life we're talking about. So if I pull Kevin Millar, it would be kind of anticlimactic if we have that moment later on. So we're going to leave him in. Long story short, we're leaving him in for a 2-3-0. Right-hander 2-3-0. And that is going to be a walk. So that is going to make things interesting as... I got to bring this back over here. That is a walk. So runners at first and second now with 2 outs. And are they going to pull the plug on Hernandez? They have 2 switch hitters coming up, Mueller and Billhorn. Mueller batting .333. Do they make the switch yet, or do they leave Hernandez in? Again, Hernandez can go up to 30 batters. We're only at number 28 coming up. No, I'm sorry, 26 coming up, actually. That would be 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Yeah, this is only batter number 26. So he's got a little bit of strength left in him. They're going to let Hernandez deal with his own problem here. singled to Ortiz, now walked to Millar. And Mueller is coming. Here comes the pitch. It is a 539. So we know 539 is going to be the old umpire check. Oh boy. The old umpire check. The old umpire check. Oop. And of course I rolled the dice way out of play. Come here, you damn dice. Come here. I need to get these sheets printed out on cardstock so they're not so damn flimsy. So they stand up against my, the edge of my computer screen. Anyways, umpire check here. I rolled a 30, so 25 to 32. If catcher has pass ball rating of F and runners are on. And pass ball rating for Posada is... he's a B, actually, so that would not come into play. What did we roll? 30, right? It's pass ball. If not, refer to weather results below. Temperature in the 80s or 90s? No. Temperature is, actually, let's look at the temperature from this game in real life was... Dun, 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 dun. It was 54 degrees. There's a wind going 12 miles an hour left to right. 54 degrees. The 54 degree for a soft ground out. So ground ball, and the Yankees get out of that mess. They leave Hernandez in, and he does his job. All right, so Mike Timlin in for the Red Sox here in the top of the seventh. Timlin against Derek Jeter. Jeter is 2 for 3 today, 2 singles, but he did hit into that 6-4-3 double play in the 4th inning. And I gotta switch back to the live stream here. I want to get this game, but man, the card font looks so small it's hard to read with these old eyes. Yes, sir. Here, let me see if I can help you out here, buddy. Does that help any? They do. They just started in the last year or two. Started making cards that are slightly bigger with bigger font. It's only 20% bigger, which they make it sound like it's a big deal, but it's really not that much bigger. So I've seen the cards that that I don't own any of them, but I've seen the cards that are slightly bigger. Yes, the fonts are a little bit better. Little easier, but I'm talking about little bit. But they charge you an arm and a leg for that extra 20%. So not a big fan. Not a big fan. So Derek Jeter, 2 for 3. Oh, foul ball by Jeter. Jeter needs something big for the Yankees here. 3-2 in the top of the 7th. 377. Let's see if 77 is the lucky number. Right-hander, 377. And that is a lucky number as Jeter gets a high fastball. He delivers it out into right field. It is well hit. It is at the base of the wall. It bounces off the wall. Jeter rounds first. He's taking off for second. Here comes the throw. It's offline. Jeter dives in there head first with the leadoff double here in the top of the 7th inning. Jeter, Mr. Yankee himself, trying to will his team on into the World Series here. And $500 more. Yeah, James, you know it, brother. You know it. Alex Rodriguez, 1 for 3. Man in scoring position, have 3 chances to drive in Jeter. Can they get a hit off of Mike Timlin? That is a 743. 743. He is a right-hander, 743. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This is a deep drive, question mark. 743. I'm just making sure I'm in the right thing, and I am. 728 to 758. 728 to 758. Deep drive. So this is going to be a deep drive, and I've got to get my sheet out. Oh, Nilly. Here we go. Oh, Nilly. Where are my sheets for Boston? Here they are. All right. All right. So let's talk about a few things. All right. So we didn't do this at the beginning, which I should have, but I didn't. So as we looked at, the temperature is 54 degrees. So if it's 54 degrees, we're going to use the 50s column. So that's -5 on distance. So -5 on distance. And the wind is 12 miles an hour from left to right. So we're going to look at this column here, left to right. So you're going to get +10 distance right down the line, right field, and right center. But if you don't hit it into right field, right down the line, or right center, you don't get the +10. So it's a -5 for the temperature. And then if you hit it to right line, right field, or right center, you're going to get an extra 10 to your distance. So let's see. Mr. Rodriguez versus a right-hander is B power, and he is a right spray. So the most important thing is where does he hit it? In this game, it does matter as the wind is 12 miles an hour from left to right. It's going to help that ball if he hits it in the right field. He's a right spray hitter. Oop. Right spray hitter. 96. So we look at right spray. 96 is right field. So right field. So he's going to get the +10 and the -5. So he's going to get a +5 to whatever his distance is he rolls. So because of the wind. Now, he's a B power, so we're going to use this column. So if we look at Fenway Park, in right field, you need a distance of 395 feet, or greater is a home run. So he gets a +10 from the wind, a -5 for the temperature, so he gets a +5 to whatever he rolls. Higher is better, so if you want a home run, you want to roll as high as you can. And let's see what he does. Alex Rodriguez, see if he can deliver when the time is pressure situation. Oh, he only rolled a 14. He's not going to do it. So being a 14 gives him 315 feet. And we add in all the other calculations. It goes from 315 to 320. And then we look in right field, under Fenway Park right field at 320. So 300 to 355 is a long fly out. Third can go home. Second base can try and tag up and go to third. Now, so that brings up an interesting question here now. Jeter, you might try for the tag up. He is a 9 base runner. He's a 9 base runner out there in right field. Right fielder for the Red Sox, again, is Trot Nixon, who's got a 0 adjustment, so no plus, no minus. But because he's going to third base and hits the right field, he gets a +2, right? And so that is going to give him a base running advancement. So you have fielder throwing arm. It's not on turf. 2 outs, no. Runner trying for third on a ball hit to the outfield. Right field gives him a +2. So they might as well try and throw him out because there's no sense in not, because it's not going to matter because it's a fly out anyways. Is it hit deep enough? Here goes Jeter. He's taking off for third on the well-hit ball. That is a 46, and he's got a 9. Yep, he's in there standing. 0 to 56. So he's in there on the tag up. No problems there for Jeter. So it's going to be a fly ball. Oops, I got to click back onto this. It's going to be a fly ball to right field. And Jeter is going to tag up and head over to third. Off the long drive by Alex Rodriguez. Just not long enough off of Mike Timlin. So all that crazy nonsense. Whew. That brings up Gary Sheffield. 0 for 2, reached on an error in the first. Gary Sheffield. Jeter at third, so defense is going to play in. Everyone in. They do not want this run to cross, so they're going to play everyone in. That is a 257. 257 right-hander. 257. 257 is a walk. So a walk. Oops, I got to click over here. Walk. So that puts runners at first and third now. Sets up the double play. With only one out, though, do you play back and go for the double play, or do you play in and make sure that runner doesn't come in? I think they're gonna play corners in, and the middle infield is gonna play back and go for the double play. So let's see how this works out. Matsui, corners are creeping in at the edge. If it's hit down the line, this could be trouble. He's a 160, 160 right-hander, 160. 160 is a long fly ball. That is hit well. It is headed out to center field. It is going, making the center fielder, Jamin, up against the warning track and makes the catch at the warning track. But Jeter's going to trot in from third on the deep drive. Just missed it off the end of the bat. Hideki Matsui almost got one. 166 was a home run. 160 is just a deep drive. So it's a long fly ball out to center field. Third goes home, and second can try to go to third, but there is nobody in second. But that, again, is going to be a long drive to center field. And the tag up by Jeter, and now another tag up, and he heads home, and no throw this time. And the Yankees do get that run back that they gave up in the bottom of the fifth. It's a 4-2 ball game. That brings up Bernie Williams. He is 0 for 2, reached on an error in the sixth. 343, right-hander, 343, 343. And that's a hard ground ball. Diving stop by this second baseman, Bellhorn, and he flips it over to first. If that would have got through, though, that was going to be trouble. But he got that one, and that is going to do it for the top of the seventh. It's stretch time here in Fenway Park. And the Yankees take a 4-2 lead as the crowd sings, "Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if I never get back." So it's root, root, root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Dun, 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 dun. Thank you very much. All right, so Bellhorn, Damon and Orlando scheduled here in the seventh inning. We're going to be having a pitching switch. And the question is it going to be Schultz, Gordon, or Paul Cantrell? They're all right-handers all the time. Of course, we're not bringing in Mariano Rivera until the 9th, so we don't even have to worry about him. Schultz or Schwartz, I think it's Scherzer, maybe. I don't know. Tom Gordon pitched an inning the other day, and I kind of like him from my 1989 Kansas City Royals replay. If you haven't seen that yet, go check it out. It's the only season replay I actually completed so far. The 1989 Kansas City Bo Jackson replay. Tom Gordon was pitcher then. I loved him then. He was one of my all-time favorites. So he's coming in to pitch right now, and I believe in my man, Tom Gordon. All right, so Tom Gordon in here to face off against Mark Bellhorn. Bellhorn with a single and a walk so far in this game. That is a 803. He's going to be a lefty, 803. And that is a 0-2 pitch. Steve Reich, 3 called. Strikeout. as Gordon comes in and nails Bellhorn on 3 straight pitches. Tom, the man Gordon. And due up is Johnny Damon. He is 1 for 2 with a walk in the first. Let's see what Johnny Damon can do here. Johnny Damon. I'm going to close out on that so it stops beeping in my ear all night. All right. Johnny Damon against Tom Gordon. We're in the bottom of the 7th. That is a 274 right-hander. 274 walked him. So I gotta keep clicking over here. Keep forgetting. Walked him. So 1 out walk. Tom Gordon is an A and a 0. A and a 0. So pretty hard to get the lead on him. Not impossible, but pretty hard. And let's see what his chances are. I mean, you need 2 runs, so what is he? He's a 4 versus an A. Basically, a 4 to 22 is a good jump. 90 hires, possible pickoff, possible error, and an 85 to 89, and 27 to 84. Poor lead has to hold. So, I mean, or 23 to 85 is basically, what's that, like 60% chance. And there's a 20% chance he can, and about a 20% chance something bad might happen. All right, so here comes Orlando Cabrera. Are they going to send Damon? The Yankees kind of think they are, but they're not sure. Here comes the windup in the pitch, and there goes Damon on the pitch. It looks like it's going to be a hit and run. That's right, folks. We're going to try the hit and run for the Red Sox here. If you pull it out at the right time and it all works, everything goes great, but Damon is off on the pitch, and the swing by Cabrera on the hit and run. And let's see what we end up getting. Oh boy, 0-2-6, 26. That is going to be, I guess your right-hander, 26 is going to be a pop-up to third, so the doesn't come back to bite him because it's just going to be an out, but popped up to third. So Cabrera just couldn't get it down. He was a C hit and runner. Not great. He was kind of average, but I figured, we try something to try and get the runner in motion. He was still had a pretty good chance of stealing if it came to it, so we'll see. That brings up Manny. Manny is 0 for 3. There is 1 out now. Off of Tom Gordon. And that is a 3-3-4. Right-hander, 3-3-4. And 2-2 pitch. Swing! And foul tipped it in the glove for a strikeout by Tom Gordon. And that is going to do it for the 7th inning. We go to the 8th. And due up is Posada, Ruben Sierra, and Tony Clark. The 6, 7, and 8 hitters have been brutal against Boston today. The 3, 4, 5 hitters have done nothing. And then Derek Jeter's at the top of the order has been pretty good. So danger zone, if you're a Red Sox fan, is coming up. 6, 7, and 8 hitters have been just brutal. A single, a walk, a home run, a single, and a walk. All that from the 6th, 7th, and 8th hitters. So they're going to bring in a new pitcher. They are going to be bringing in a new pitcher, by the way. It's going to be Keith Falk. So new pitcher, Keith Falk, coming in for Boston. Right-hander versus the switch hitter. I think we have 4 switch hitters in a row coming up. So it doesn't matter what pitcher you bring in. We will not face them. So Posada 1 for 2. Posada's had an interesting day. He's got a walk. He's got a single, and he also grounded in a double play. So he's kind of been all over the board. Posada against Keith Falk. And that is a 220 right-hander, 220. 220 is a walk. So leadoff walk off of Keith Falk. Posada is a 1-1. Falk is an A and a -1 if you try to steal against him. So Posada's not going to go anywhere. That brings up Ruben Sierra. Sierra batting .429. Facing off against Keith Falk, another switch hitter. As a 643 lefty. 6-4-3. And that is going to be into center field, and it's going to fall in front of the center fielder, Johnny Damon. Second goes home. First can risk to go to third. Ooh. Posada is pretty slow, as I recall. He's only at 3, so nope, they're just going to hold him at second on the single. So as I mentioned at the start of this inning, brutal. The 6, 7, and 8 hitters have been all over Boston pitching, and the first 2 reach. Ah, boy. Bunting. He is an F bunter. Tony Clark not very good. So Keith Falk gives the walk, and now a single, and his day might be done real quick here. They do not want to bring in the lefty to face off against Cairo. Cairo batted .336 against lefties. So they're not going to bring the lefty in now. Let's see. I could bring in a right-hander. They're all short relievers, so... Oh, there's another card here. So they got 2 lefties and 2 righties left. Well, counting Falk. I guess they're going to leave him out there. One more batter. Tony Clark. Tony Clark is strikeout, a walk, and a liner to second. 577. Let's see if those 7-7s are lucky again. 77 lefty. And that is going to be an outfield range play. So we got some outfield drama again. So Tony Clark is a left pull. He rolled a 37. 37 is drilled down the line to right field. Right fielder for the Red Sox, Trot Nixon, is a B. B is in boy. Drilled down the line, B. He needs a 0 to 48 to make the catch. 0 to 48. He does. He makes the catch. Over the shoulder catch. Third can go home. There is nobody at third. You could tag up, but not with Posada. We're just going to let it go. And fly ball to right, and that'll be the out. So Tony Clark gives it a ride, but a good over-the-shoulder catch out there is going to be Trot Nixon. Cairo is now up. He is 1 for 3 with a big single in the 4th inning. Cairo versus Falk. 908. He is a righty, 908, and that is going to be a high fly ball, left field for the out. If we had somebody in third, you could risk him sending him home, but that's not going to do it. So still 2 on as Falk starts to buckle down for the Red Sox here. And it's all up to Derek Jeter. He's got 2 singles and a double so far. Also grounded in a double play in the 4th. Can Jeter do it again? Mr. Yankee. 2 on, 2 outs here in the top of the 8th. That is a 5-7-9. 579 is 79 again is going to be more outfield drama. Outfield range play. So Jeter is a right spray hitter. 34 and a right spray. 34 is shot in the gap, left fielder. So that's Manny. Oh no, he's a D. A D and a shot in the gap. Oh boy. And that is a 0 to 12 for him to make the catch. Otherwise, it's going to fall in for at least a single, possibly a double. Oh boy, Manny not. We said Manny being Manny earlier. It's either everything good or everything bad happens when Manny's involved. 35. That is a D and a 35 shot in the gap, and that is going to be to the wall. That is going to be a double. All runners score. So a double. So back-to-back doubles by the Yankee captain Derek Jeter. And everyone comes in to score 2 more runs in for the Yankees. Here in the top of the 8th, it's now a 6-2 ball game. And they're going to be pulling Falk after that. And who's up? Rodriguez is a righty. So they only have Embry. Oops. Myers and the Thanik. Curtis the Thanik, he's a right-hander. So they're going to leave him with just 2 lefties in the pen. But they're going to bring in Curtis the Thanik. Curtis Lesanic is going to come in to face off against Alec Rodriguez. So Jeter at second, Rodriguez at the plate. There is 2 outs. We're in the top of the 8th inning, and that is an 8.95. He is a right-hander, 8.95, and that is going to be a walk. Well, with the first base open, they probably were half intentionally walking Alex to bring up Sheffield, set up the double. Oh, I guess they don't need a double play because there's already 2 outs. But Sheffield is up, and he's a 7.58. He is a right-hander, 7.58, and that is a strikeout. So the good call by the manager. Thank you, me. And they get the out there off of Lusanic, and we go to the bottom of the 8th. Yankees up 4, and Gordon came in to pitch the 7th. 2 up. Lefty, switch hitter, and a lefty. Do we have a lefty? We do not have a lefty. We do not have a lefty. I think we're going to leave Tom Gordon out since he's only given up, well, he gave up a walk. It's all he's given up so far. 2 strikeouts, a pop out, and a walk. So Tom Gordon against David Ortiz. Red Sox down 4 here in the bottom of the 8th. As a 6.18 lefty, 6.18. That is going to be a hard ground ball. It's hit to second base, and that's Cairo. Ground out to second. 1 away for Boston here in the bottom of the 8th. Jason Varitek. 0 for 3 is Varitek. 4.23 right-hander, 4.23, and that is going to be a liner into right field. It's going to fall in, and heading to second is going to be Varitek. No, he dives back to first as they get that in quickly, but it is a single by Varitek. That brings up Trot Nixon, who's 0 for 3 is Trot Nixon. 503. That's going to be the Bizarro plays again. Oh boy, Bizarro play. And the Bizarro number is 385. 385. 385. Bizarro play. 385. Runner on first or first and second with less than 2 outs. Actually, there is. Ground out shortstop, runner on first, barrels into second to break up the double play. Check it for injury to second. All other situations it just be a ground out. So it's a ground out to short. Runner on first happens to be Varitek. He's going to barrel into the second baseman to break up the double play. So it's not going to be a double play. It's just going to be a fielder's choice. 6-4. We're not playing with injuries. But Varitek does his job, and there's some pushing, shoving out there as Varitek plows into Cairo at second base. Ooh, some bad blood here as the Red Sox. More shenanigans. There is some Boston shenanigans going on now. 2 strikeouts and a walk for Kevin Millar. Again, we got to leave Millar in. 2-1-6. Right-hander, 2-1-6. Walked him. So runner at first and second for Bill Mueller. Tom Gordon trying to get out of this 8th inning and set it up for you-know-who. That's a 204 right-hander, 204. And that one is hit well. It is not over, folks, as Bill Mueller decides to take Tom Gordon deep and gone. All the way up to 196 to 208. That is a 204. That is gone. Home run, and the Red Sox Nation comes alive here as they have closed the gap to 1 run. And that's going to be it for Gordon as he gives up the 3-run home run. And I thought we already brought in, did we bring in Scherzer? I don't know if I try to put him in, it'll tell me. No, Tyron Scherzer is going to come in and pitch as the 3-run home run by Bill Mueller. And the Red Sox are back into this. It's now 6-5. The crowd is going crazy. They're jumping around, paper flying everywhere. And it's all because the double play, Jason Varitek wiping out Cairo, taking that double play, rare play, and keeps the inning alive. And next thing you know, a walk and a home run, and it's 3 runs on the board. And everyone in the Red Sox dugout is giving Varitek high fives. Mark Bellhorn, single walk strikeout. 3-7-2. A strikes out to end the inning, but the Red Sox put 3 up, and before you know it, it is a 6-5 ball game. This series is not over yet, and we are in for a wild ride in the 9th. Oh, Nile. All right, so Hideki Matsui is up. He's a lefty, and then a switch hitter, and then a switch hitter, and then another switch hitter, and then another switch hitter. We're going to bring in our lefty. We're going to have to sooner or later, so now's the time with the lefty up. Is it going to be Myers or Embry? I think we're going to try Embry first to leave Myers if we go to extras. So new pitcher, Alan Embry, and cannot believe the whole series is turned on that take out the plow into second base by Varitek. It's changed this whole series now. Instead of a double play to end it, it's now a 3-run home run in a 6-5 game, and we got us a 9th inning. Hideki Matsui against Alan Embry. And that is a 0-23, so 23 is going to be an out, and that's going to be the lefty. So against the left-hander, it's going to be a pop-up to third. Pop-up to third base, 1 away. Bernie Williams, Mr. Quiet, 0 for 3, reached on an error in the 6th. Uh-oh, that might be another out. That is a 24, so that is going to be a pop-up to first. And 2 quick pop-up outs by Alan Embry. And brings up Posada, walked twice so far today, and a single for Posada. That is a 9.58, and he's going to be a righty 9.58. That's a high flying ball to center field. It's a 1-2-3 inning. We go to the bottom of the ninth, and we are in for some real action here now. As dun 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 dun, Mariano Rivera enters the ball game for the Yankees. Mariano Rivera, why is he not listed? I'm going to have to add him. Are you kidding me? Why did they not have Mariano Rivera on the RIV? No, I do not. All right, so let me switch over to the Yankee side. Go to the lineup. Go to the lineup manager. Make sure he's not listed in here. He's not. Okay, so I gotta add player to the roster. Yes. Mariano, Mariano, Rivera. Oh, that goes on the last name. Rivera. He is a right-hander, okay. And we're going to save this as the New York American save. Right. All right. Now, we'll switch back to Boston. New pitcher. What? Why does he still not show up? What just happened there? Why is he an X? Wait a minute. Why is he X'd out? Head player roster. Last name, R-I-V. Is it because I added him backwards, maybe? M-A-R-I-A-N-O. He's a right-hander, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Still shows up as an X. It's like he's in the, but he's not listed anywhere. Okay. So go back to what? There. Okay. Now he's sitting there. Okay. So Mariano Rivera, all that kind of anticlimactic entrance now when you got to spend 5 minutes trying to figure out why the stupid game won't let you freaking do what you want to do. And he's got to face off against Johnny Damon, Orlando Cabrera, and Manny Ramirez. And here we go. We're in the bottom of the ninth, and Mariano Rivera, right-hander, against Johnny Damon, the lefty. And down one, this is going to be it. Coming up. Boom. That is a 586. We're going to be doing range play, I think. 586 is infield drama. Oh, Nilly, infield drama. Left spray. 98 left spray is drilled down the line to third base. That's Alex Rodriguez. He is a C+. Drilled down the line, C+. Oh, 22, low is good. And that is diving stop. Batter out of first, runners advance one base. But a diving stop by Alex Rodriguez. Holy cow. Otherwise, I think it was a double, right? Diving stop, or you got a bang-bang play, or off the glove for a single, or gets through for a double. Alex Rodriguez, the lucky 2-2. So Rodriguez was a C+, so he needed 0 to 55 for the diving stop. So Rodriguez, more pain and suffering for the Red Sox nation as Rodriguez gets up, swipes the dirt off his uniform, and Cabrera is up. Cabrera's batting .333. He's been the hottest Boston hitter in the previous games. Go back and look. He's batting .333. He's got 4 hits, 12 at bats. And so we're going to leave him in there. I thought about pinch hitting for him, but he moved up to the second spot. And he's gone 1 for 4. So not great day, but he's been solid. And that is a 4.73, 473 right-hander, 4.73, and that's a high fly ball. It's hit to center field. Bernie Williams comes in and makes a diving stop in the outfield. And the Red Sox are down to their last out here in game number 4, the most important game of any 7-game series. Whoever wins this, Nilly. The Yankees either have a 3-1 stranglehold or it's tied up 2 games apiece headed back to Yankee Stadium. I believe it goes. Does it go back to Yankee Stadium after this, or is there 3 in Boston? Let's see. Let's go to next game. Oh, no, it stays in Boston for the next game. Okay, and then 2 back at Yankee. I got it. Okay. All right, so Manny Ramirez, Mr. couldn't reach it in the outfield, and it falls in and 2-run score on the double by Derek Jeter, and he's had 3 strikeouts and a ground out. Do you actually think about pulling Manny Ramirez, who batted .309, had 43 home runs, 130 RBIs? No, you just can't. I mean, he's not having a great day, but Manny being Manny can be a Manny if he gets a home run here. Let's see. Here he goes. Bottom of 9, 2 outs, nobody on. Manny Ramirez at the plate. And with David Ortiz protecting him, you cannot even think about walking Manny because that would bring in David Ortiz with the winning run up to the plate. Oh boy. That is a 0.42. 0.42, and that is going to be an error check. 41 to 100. So who is this error check going to be on? It is on the center fielder. That, my friends, is Bernie Williams. He is a 90. A 90 error check. Oh boy. This does not sound good, but it's not necessarily over yet. Let's get the error check and see what we need. So he's in the outfield on a 90. 4 to 99 is going to be a short fly out, runner's hold. So you need a 0 to 3. 0, 1, 2, or 3 are the only things, or else this game is over and the Yankees take a 3-1 lead. Here comes the hit, and it's a little blooper. Here comes, what's his face, Bernie Williams, and he's diving for it, and 0-8. Oh my God, he almost missed it. 0-8. It was 0-3 or less you needed, but it was a 0. That's what I saw first, if that would have been a 1, 2, or 3. But no, he scoops it up, he holds his glove up, the umpire looks, he checks, and yes, he holds the out sign up, and that is going to be your ball game. That is a fly ball to, oops, I got to click back in here now. Fly ball to center field. Whoa, what a game that ended up turning out to be. And Mariano Rivera with the save as we go to the end game. So the win, the win, 2, 3, 4. So it's whoever pitched in the 8th inning is going to get the win here because they were up 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The person that pitches the 7th inning, that was only 4, and they would have beat that score there. So it's whoever was pitching the 8th inning. So let's cancel that for a second. So who was pitching in the 8th? It was so 1 pitcher, 2 pitchers, 3 pitchers. All right, so it was end game. I think it's going to be Schertz. He's going to get the win. Rivera with the save, and the loss. The 2 runs given up by Lesniak. Was it Lesniak or Folk? I think it was Lesniak. I think is going to take the loss. Again, this doesn't really matter. This is just, for our own peace of mind, I guess. And that'll be good. And we will export this. Yes. So the Yankees come into Boston and take the first 2 games of this series here in Boston. An elimination game in game number 5. Elimination game in game number 5 as the Yankees have now have a 3-1 stranglehold on the series. And we're going to take a screenshot of this to show everyone what's going on. There we go. And screenshot. All right, there we go. All right, guys. We will save as. Actually, we should save this as game 4 end. We'll see you all at game number 5. See if the Yankees in 2004 could have done what they should have done in real life, or not in real life, and defeated the Red Sox to take on the Cardinals in the 2004 World Series is what should have happened. The stars aligned for that. Everything in the universe was perfectly great until the Red Sox said, wait a second, hold up, we're not out of this yet. Anyways, we'll see you all next time. Thanks to James and everyone else that came by. I appreciate it. If you want to leave a like and a comment, that would be wonderful. And we'll see you all for game number 5 coming up soon. Until then, have a great night. Take care, and thanks so much for watching.